My name is Riley Church, and for my teaching strategy presentation, I chose the topic kindness and respect. My clarifying objective was for second grade ICR 1.5, exemplify how to communicate with others with kindness and respect. So for mine, I created a short PowerPoint that will allow the teachers to either teach or review what it means to be kind and respectful to others to their class. And so on this first slide, I provided two short little videos, one about kindness, which is on the left, and the one on the right is for respect. And so the one on the left is just a short song with Tori Kelly about what it means to be kind and how to be kind to others. And so these two videos will just allow the students to focus in on the topic of kindness and respect and get their minds thinking about how they can be kind and respectful to others. And so here I start, the next few slides are a few questions to ask the class, and the teacher can choose how the students will answer the questions. Students could possibly raise their hands to answer the questions. If the students are in groups, the students could talk amongst their groups and come up with an answer, present the answer to the class, or the teacher could just simply present the question and allow the students to just think about the question. So my first question is, what is kindness? Kindness is a kind act. It can also be being friendly to another person, being thoughtful, or giving. My next question is, what is respect? Respect is treating others in a way to make them feel cared for or important. It is being polite, honoring another person, or being considerate to someone else. What is an example of being kind? This question can allow the students to think of times that they have been kind and also allow them to think about times that they should be kind to others. I included some examples of possible answers, such as sharing crayons, playing with a new friend, or giving someone else a compliment. The next question is, what is an example of being respectful? Being respectful could include waiting your turn to talk, holding the door for someone else, or saying please and thank you. Where can you demonstrate kindness and respect? This will also allow the students to do some more critical thinking and just deeper thinking about the topic of kindness and respect. Some examples include in the classroom, at home, on the playground, in the library, sporting events or games, and just everywhere else. Who can you be kind and respectful to or towards? This will allow the students to think about times that they have been or could be kind and respectful. Some examples include friends or classmates, teachers, their parents, other parents, coaches, teammates, and everyone that is around them. This slide starts where you can introduce the activity to the students, which is spreading kindness and respect scene. I also provided a short little video to get the students back focused in on what kindness and respect is and what they could do for their scene. So here is where the students will be presented with their activity, spreading kindness and respect scene. This will be a small group activity, around 3 to 4 students per group, where you and your partners will create a scene showing kindness and respect to another person. The students will be given a handout where they must write down their setting, characters, and situation about the scene, which they will present in front of the class. So for this small activity, the teacher could already have groups made for the students depending on the class. The teacher could also choose a random name selector to randomly put students into groups, or the teacher could also allow the students to pick their groups. It all just depends on the teacher's preference in the class. So before the students go off into their separate groups, the teacher will present the student with the Scene of Kindness and Respect rubric. This is the rubric that I created for this activity to allow the students to know what is expected out of them for this activity. It also includes some things that the students may need to include in their scene, and also just important things such as using their class time wisely and how they worked well with their groups, and what they learned about kindness and respect. There is also a place to put the final grade and comments that the teacher can leave for the students to review once the project is completed. So once the students divide into their groups, each group will be presented with a Scene of Kindness and Respect handout. This is the handout worksheet that the students will complete with their group about their scene. So this handout includes the group members' names and the date. Then the students will write down the setting, where and when the scene is taking place, the characters, which is who is included in the scene, the situation, what and why is happening in the scene, and then finally the students will explain how does their scene demonstrate kindness and respect towards others. So in the first 3 questions, the students will need to explain the who, what, where, when, and why of their scene. This will allow the students to make sure that they include everything appropriate in their scene to demonstrate how to be kind and respectful towards others. The very last question, how does your scene demonstrate kindness and respect to others? This will allow the students and the group members to really think about, is their scene demonstrating kind actions or being respectful to another person? So by the students completing this activity, it will allow the group and the students to really know and model out how to be kind and respectful to like their classmates and everyone that they're surrounded by on a daily basis. By the students presenting this scene and showing these actions, it allows for role play and for the students to really know what it means and how to be kind and respectful. The very last slide on my presentation allows for questions for the students to ask.